guys, and welcome back to another cosplay work in progress vlog. So today we are going to be styling the wig for Punchline, the Joker's new girlfriend or whatever. I personally hope that her and Harley Quinn get together. Anyways, so today we're going to be styling her wig, and at the end I might even be able to show you me in her full makeup in the wig. So what I have is two wig pieces that I've taken from other places. So this, ignore this blue part, you'll see that later. So this base wig here is from my Bewitching Nidalee from League of Legends. That's a piece of Bulma wig right there. And this is a ponytail from a Rin Tosaka wig, and the pink part is from another wig. And I'm going to show you how I added in these colorful pieces right now. Okay, so the first step that we're gonna need to do to start this wig is I'm going to need to get these two pieces of hair that I cut out of another wig attached. Like I need to make this, I don't know how to say this. I need to gather this all together to where I know it's gonna stay and it won't all fall out whenever I start brushing it, if that makes sense. So what I have in mind is I have these little rubber bands here, and I think I'm just going to take them on there and make a ponytail as tight as I possibly can. All right, I've got it as tight as I think it will go. I'm gonna push it up towards the edge, and then use these thicker scissors to give myself a clean edge. So I'm gonna fan it out and just put like the tiniest amount of hot glue on it so the pieces of hair glue together. Oh man, I'm shaking so bad. This isn't the time to be shaky. Now that it's cooled down a little bit, I'm just pinching it to really make sure all those hairs got caught. And it looks like there's some shorter ones here that didn't get caught, so I'm gonna repeat that step-ish. I'm gonna bring it just a little bit closer so you can kind of see what I've done here. I'm gonna go through and brush this out because there's hairs that didn't get stuck and things like that. But as you can see, I just kind of made like this little track piece almost. Let me grab my comb and I'll brush it out. Okay, so as you can see, quite a bit of hair came out. So that kind of showed me that maybe I should do this pink one here in 2, possibly even 3 sections of gluing rather than putting it all together. Now that this one's done, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the rubber band off so it can be reused. Okay, so the reason for those pieces was I needed to add them into the pieces that I have for the wig. So here is the ponytail that I showed a little bit earlier that I got from another wig. What I'm gonna do is, as you can see, this is just like a little clip. I'm gonna hold it open, and on the inside of the clip, not near the hinges, I'm gonna put a line of hot glue. It's gonna be super messy. Wait a second before I put it in there so it'll start to tacky up. Oh, that's not working. That is not working. It's making me a big old mess here. Let me try doing it down here on the bottom. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Because then I wouldn't have to travel as much through the clip. So all the way down here on the hair, basically, I'm gonna add my hot glue and then wait for it to cool down just a little bit. Go ahead and add my hair piece. I'm pressing really hard. I really want this to bind well. So I hold it in place while it starts to set up. So yeah, let me set that down and then we'll pull out this piece. So the blue piece is for the bangs, and this is the wig that's going to be the base wig that'll have this clipped onto it once it's pulled back into a ponytail. So on this side of the face we have just like a little bit of extra blue detail, and I went ahead and I made sure that this blue piece was extra long. I know that we're going to have to chop these into some bangs, but so it's off center on the right, my right, just a little bit. So if here's the middle, I think I'm going to put it like right here. Just gonna make this kind of thin because I don't want it to come through the hair anywhere, but I definitely want to have a good grip on it for sure. Just gonna take it. I'm trying not to push the wig cap too much because I don't want the glue to drip to the other side. It's still kind of warm, so I'm just pinching it. I really need this to bind well. All right, so now I kind of just peekaboos through here. You see? It's kind of a little bit of extra detail. Yeah, it's longer than the rest of the bangs around it, but all of the bangs need to be cut. So let me show you this too. So here's this piece. I need to mix the pink in there a little bit better, but yeah, here's that. The pink in the wig for Punchline, it's really just a peekaboo kind of thing, and I think it being in the back like that will make it look good. So let's go ahead and start putting the base wig into a ponytail. Alrighty, we've got our colorful pieces put in. Let's go ahead and start with the base wig. Now, whenever you're pulling wigs into ponytails, you need to make extra sure that this back flap back here is pulled down. That way, whenever you actually stretch the wig over your head, it actually fits you. I need to grab another wig pin, hold on. And this one I kind of just want to put in the front. Yeah. Go in. Go in. Ah, why would you go in? There it goes. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I just want that so whenever I start brushing it back, it's not moving around. Tuck in this ear flap. Okay. Now I think I should start by pulling the bangs out so I'm not pulling it back into the ponytail. Just make sure I have it all. Okay, so I'm just gonna brush these down in front. Actually, these bangs are already pretty cut in the way that I'm gonna need them cut. That's helpful for sure. So I think, I don't know, just gather them up here and put them in a ponytail. I'll keep them out of the way for sure. I just don't want them to get brushed back whenever I start brushing the rest of this back. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the top because this isn't really going to be me pulling this back into a ponytail so much as sculpting the hair back into a ponytail-like shape, if that makes sense. So basically everything's just gonna be brushed back, hairspray, heat gun, not heat gun, hair dryer. Okay, so the basic idea is gonna be to comb all of this back, and it's gonna be coated with hairspray, and then I will use the hair dryer to set it in place quickly so I don't have to wait for it to dry. So I'm gonna start with this side around this area here. So I'm just gonna give this all a good coating of hairspray. All this little section here. I'm all out of got to be glued, but this stuff, it works on synthetics too. So I'm just gonna start training it to come back this way, trying to keep it all nice and neat looking. Okay. Gotta work quickly because this stuff dries really quickly, I'm noticing. Especially if you put a ton on, and you kind of need a ton for what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab the wig cap and come back. That way I know I'm not pulling it too hard or in any one direction too powerfully. Just kind of want it all to be combed back. I got a knot here. Come on, this isn't the time for knots. It's not the time. Oh man, I'm so funny. All right, let's do some more. All right, now it feels like I've got most of the hair coming to the back. I'm gonna angle this towards me so it might kind of look off center for you, but it's angled towards me, so whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to bring it all up and shape it into a ponytail. And don't worry, because I know a lot of this is gonna be coming out of it, and that's where more of the hairspray and the God, why do I always want to call it a heat gun? Hair dryer, because it's a hair dryer. More hair dryer and hairspray action will come into play, and probably even some bobby pins. So I'm going to tie up this most pathetic ponytail here, and let's go ahead and do some bobby pins, like I said. There, let's do the sides. Now I just got to go about securing all this flyaway here, which you guessed it's just going to be hairspray, a little bit of hair dryer, and combing magic. Now this step is good too because I have a couple spots, because this is a very cheap wig that I bought for Nidalee because she wore a hat, so I didn't need to really invest in something too nice. But this is a good point in time to try to cover up your wig cap if it's showing in any places. I didn't realize whenever I pulled this wig out of the closet that it is already somewhat a straight bang, so that's pretty cool. Try to blend in this blue here, cut off that big chunk, and then I'm also a little bit nervous that it might be too big to go across or too long across my face. I guess I could always try it on real quick, huh? Let's try this on. So I do need to cut off like the tiniest little amount of length. So I'm gonna go through and cut off just like a little bit. I'm gonna thin these areas around the blue, and then I'm gonna come back and do something a little bit more to make the blue shine, because it's kind of just blending in there. All right, so I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this without totally messing up, because I literally have no idea what I'm doing whenever it comes to wig styling. I am gonna try to take this hair that's underneath the top layer. So I'm moving the top layer of hair and getting this layer that's here in between the blue hair and the top layer. This makes sense. I'm gonna take this and I don't know, but chopping it off, just straight up chopping it off, be a bad call. Let's see, maybe I can be, let's just chop it off. Let's see if that helps the blue come through anymore. Just a little. I went ahead and quickly ran my flat iron over this and discovered that the blue hair right there was not heat resistant, but luckily I moved quick enough to not burn too much of it. I'm just gonna add some hairspray here, a lot more here at the top. Oh, another piece coming up. More, so it stays this way. But I'm doing a lot less down here at the bottom so I can move it if it needs to be, and it's not gonna be trying to go back to that one more annoying position. Now comes the point in time where I like to clean up all the little flyaways. So anything that's like sticking out from what you want, just clip it away. Use this to clean up the bangs. Try not to cut off any length like I just did, but that looks good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and put on the makeup. Oh wait, duh, I gotta put the ponytail on. Who am I? Okay. Okay, so I've got the ponytail from earlier here. So this, as you can see, it has this little clippy clip here. Ooh, can't open it. Uh-oh, did I mess up big time? I sure hope not. Just need a little bit more finger strength. Pry it open with my fingers here, and I'm gonna put it on top of the ponytail, let it fall to the sides like this. And then I'm going to take a regular sized ponytail and I'm going to marry these two with marry the long ponytail with the tiny ponytail that we gathered. Just want to make sure that I'm doing this as neat as possible. Oh, this clip didn't grab very well. Let's try that again. Really don't want to have to hot glue this. Really don't want to have to hot glue this clip on there because that would be most inconvenient. Pull all this mess out of there so I can angle this down this time so I can show you exactly where I'm putting it. I've got it opened as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to try to clip it on that hair. Looks like I got it a lot better this time. Okay, so then I'm gonna let the hair fall to the side of this. Looks like I'm gonna have to clean this guy up a little bit more. That's okay. Pull it all down so it's not bubbled. All right, take hair tie. And then remembering to grab this underneath here. I want it all together. I'm gonna try to go around this 3 times. Kind of wiggle it around a little bit and make sure it's really good and on there. Yank it a little bit. Okay, so it seems to be on there pretty good. That's so cute. Okay, so I'm really glad that the pink blended in more in the back. I was really afraid that it would just be like right here and not move, but since I put it to the side like that, it looks like it's blending in more to the side. I don't know if you can see how far down you can see. Oh yeah, good, perfect. But yeah, it's looking cute. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup and show you this wig. Okay, here is the wig on and the makeup put on and some of the outfit. It's incomplete right now. I went ahead and pulled out some of my natural hair on the sides here to give myself the bangs on the side. I think it totally looks cute. You can kind of see some of my natural hairline, but that's okay. This wig is just for really taking pictures in, and if I want to wear it to cons, I'll probably get a better wig. I was just trying to see what I could do with the stuff that I had in my closet. So if you liked this video, give me a like. If you have something you'd like to say, leave a comment. And if you want to see more of my work in progress, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.